Bison scrap with the Steeldogs. Coach moves from the non-leagues to the big leagues.
An opportunity come along that I thought, well, you know, this is a premiership.
And AFC Totton battle with Barwelland. Hello and welcome to Sportsweek. I'm Lewis O'Brien. This week we begin with ice hockey and the Basingstoke Bison. The Bison were top of the league going into their game with the Sheffield Steeldogs. Lewis Salter was at the game.
The Sheffield Steeldogs made the long trip down to the Planet Ice Arena on Sunday, and Bud the Bison had the Steeldogs barking from the off. The opening period saw some decent attempts from both sides, but it was the Bison who opened the scoring as Greg Owen managed to fumble the puck into the net. The Steeldogs were keen to mark their territory as handbags were flying. The Bison doubled the lead through Greg Chambers, who was gifted the puck as a result of a horrific pass. The Steeldogs fetched himself a goal when Ben Morgan tapped in a rebound late in the second. Chambers grabbed a second when Greg Owen broke down the wing and found the Canadian. The two Gregs linked up again for Owen's second. The Steeldogs started to bare teeth as their frustration grew. But that didn't stop Simmons from providing a lovely long-range effort which was deflected in by Joe Rand. Pavel Gomanek made the score 5-2. And the final goal of the game came when Lloyd Gibson bundled past Stevie Lowell. The final score, 5-3 to the Bison, securing their place at the top of the league. Lewis Salter, Winchester News Online, Basingstoke.
And Bison player Joe Rand came to our newsroom earlier for an exclusive interview with our sports editor Henry Lewin-Titt.
So hi Joe, welcome to Sportsweek.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Henry.
So Sunday, you played against the Steeldogs. How did you find it?
Well, a couple of guys said the circus was coming to town, and you could see right off the bat how they're chasing the mascot. But it was tougher than we expected, being a short bench, 12 skaters. Normally we have a few more players, but due to injury, we had a short bench, and it was tough because we played in Bracknell the night before, and 2 games in 1 weekend with 12 skaters obviously is going to play a toll on your players. So it was a tough game actually, and I'm definitely feeling fatigued and a little bit sore after the weekend.
So this is your first season with the Basingstoke Bison. How have you found you've settled into the team?
It was an adjustment at the beginning of the year, coming from the ENL league below. It was an adjustment just because it's obviously the guys are faster, stronger, and the game plays a little bit quicker, but it's nothing that I'm not used to because the year before I was in Germany, and that was the game style that I was more accustomed to. So it took a while, a couple weeks, just getting settled into living in Winchester, and obviously you have to move homes and kind of get your surroundings, but yeah, I feel as things got progressed, felt more at home, and yeah.
With Doug as well coming in, you've got quite a lot of new faces, so how has the team kind of meshed together?
Doug's done a very good job actually. He's created a great team. He's pulled guys that have played in the elite league, have great professional experience, And I think at first, everybody was new faces. We didn't really know each other, but I think together we've gelled as a team, and we're seeing more smiling, a lot more fun at the rink, and it's a great atmosphere in the dressing room. So I think Doug's done a really good job, and like I said, everybody's having fun now. So
Yeah. Where do you think the Bison are going to be at the end of the year?
hopefully we come home with some hardware. I think that's the long-term goal, but we should break it down into segments and just kind of keep progressing. Right now we're top of the table with Manchester, so we play Manchester next weekend, which is going to be a big weekend, and I think we should just take it in segments and see where we come up, try and be top of the league come Christmas time, and then chip away in January, February, and then hopefully we'll be where we want to be by the end of the year.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew.
Cheers.
AFC Totton were back in league action this weekend. Totton have only lost one of the last 5 home games and will be wanting to continue this form against Barwell. Liam Garahan was at the Testwood Stadium.
Totton went into their game against Barwell having twice come from behind to secure a 2-2 draw at home to Hitchin Town in their last game. Barwell failed to make their early opportunities count. Totton gave Tom Bates too much room in the box, but his dive-in header sailed wide. Although he was unlucky with his header, Bates was lucky to still be on the pitch after his high challenge on Coots. Totten's best chance of the first half fell to Jonathan Davies, who sent his snapshot flying over the crossbar. Barwell did manage to find the back of the net in the first half, but Jamie Towers' effort was chalked out because of a deliberate handball. Davies had the first real chance of the second half, but his shot was deflected into the side netting. Barwell took a marginally deserved lead in the 48th minute. Bates picked out Towers, and there was no debate in this one as he headed home from close range. Totton had to up the ante. Richard Gillespie rose the highest to meet Dave Allen's cross, but he couldn't hit the target. However, they managed to equalise after Allen and Gillespie linked up again. Allen controlled a quick free kick before flicking the ball past Liam Castle, leaving Gillespie the easy job of knocking the ball into the net. The nature of the match took a turn for the worse. James Coots and Scott Haddon saw red in more ways than one. The players got themselves into a brawl with members of both sides getting involved. The referee had no choice but to send the 2 players off. With the teams down to 10 men, it was Totton who took advantage. Ross Bottomley's free kick left the keeper rooted to the spot and curled into the bottom corner, giving Totton the 3 points. Liam Garahan, Winchester News Online.
Winchester City played Mangotsfield United at the weekend. Winchester have been struggling to find any consistent form recently, so will be hoping to get their season back on track. Sam Sheard has more.
Winchester hosted Mangotsfield United, looking to put an end to a run of 4 consecutive league defeats. Winchester got off to the worst possible start as keeper Rory Anderson lost the ball under pressure from Marcus Doherty, who rolled the ball into the unguarded net to give Mangotsfield the lead. Ryan Bath doubled the visitors' lead soon after, rising highest at the near post to nod home a corner. Bath should have added a third after rounding Anderson, but somehow fired wide. Winchester gave themselves a lifeline shortly before half-time as Michael Charles turned and stroked the ball home. As the sun set over the Dempler, Winchester's chances sank with it, as Mangotsfield restored their 2-goal lead, Doherty doubling his tally. Tommaso's poor challenge on Parinello gave the away side the chance to make it 4, and Neil Arndale made no mistake from the spot, making the score 4-1 to United. Michael Charles pulled one back for City, before player-manager James Taylor tumbled in the box. Charles stepped up to complete his hat-trick from the spot and revive Winchester's hopes. Despite a late red card for Mangotsfield's Ryan Bennett, Winchester could not complete their comeback. The match finishing Winchester City 3, Mangotsfield United 4. Sam Sheard, Winchester News Online, Winchester.
Basingstoke Town are struggling in the Blue Square South, currently 1 place off the bottom. Although the club is sinking, a former assistant manager is on the way up. Kevin Braybrook has moved to Premier League club QPR. Harvey Taylor reports.
Basingstoke Town have struggled so far this season. However, their former assistant manager, Kevin Braybrook, has taken on the exciting new role of European scout at Premier League side Queen's Park Rangers.
Basingstoke is a club that I was born in the area, so I know the club really well. The manager's a very good friend of mine, and it is a progressive club. It is a great non-league club. I worked at obviously Southampton in a coaching capacity, and then I had spells at Liverpool, Newcastle in recruitment. So it's something that I wanted to get back into if I could, but it had to be the right thing. But Basingstoke's a fantastic club, and they gave me a good opportunity to get involved. And there wouldn't have been another non-league club I'd have gone to. So I'd be happy to stay at Basingstoke. I would have for a number of years and help Jason Bristow to help develop the club. So like I say, there's no ever fear of me moving to another non-league club. It just was an opportunity come along that I thought, well, this is a Premiership, and more importantly, with some fantastic people at QPR. That some people who are top of their field in recruitment and scouting, and I wanted to kind of have an opportunity to work with those. And but still very much supporting Basingstoke from afar, and whenever I can, I'm on the phone to them helping out, and I will help out in any capacity if I could.
Kevin will be hoping to identify players to help his new club out of trouble and hope to push up the Premier League table. Harvey Taylor, Winchester News Online.
That's all for this week, but for more award-winning news and sport, log on to winnall.co.uk. Goodbye.